not discreet, I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really do the truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly yourself.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play action. It's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pass on 2nd down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jackson. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back to throw. Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
To throw again is Jackson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Kamara. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting...
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Dolphins at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jackson's throw is taken in by Waddle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Jackson being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Tucker's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Tucker's kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Flushed out right. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Another catch there for Waddle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This pass nabbed by Waddle along the sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jalen Carter, his second sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jackson flushed out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Back to throw. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game planned.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change, can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep following this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. I'm never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change, can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep following this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. I'm never mind. Getting money in my bloodline.
trying to scout. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I might send them home. Hail Mary, I send them long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on them. Gotta pull in their camera phones. H-time, throw the city up. I finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghini. We just barely get
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing to start the drive. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Called that a very strong gain of 24. They go play action now. Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the numbers for Waddle in last week's ball game. 5 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
And aren't we approaching the halfway point of the season? I mean, we're midway through this one, and we're seeing big numbers from him just about every week, and that's why he's leading the league.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. This will be caught at the 2. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jackson will throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Mike. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here's Jackson to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Jackson.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jackson steps away to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Jackson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and the Patriots.
So we are in the final minute now of the 1st half as this offense gets ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
That's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Now Lamar changing the play.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is coming on here. And, boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Now it's Jackson. sliding out of the pocket. That is incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This is caught by Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want him to catch the football first.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit. But this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
This offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, breed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Q, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I rolled up. For real lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium.
Right to the air is Jackson. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 71 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To throw again is Jackson. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Jackson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replays. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for this. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. Tucker's kick is good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And got his man complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Being chased out left.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Down the right sideline.
And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Jackson.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Now Jackson throwing left sideline there. but it's incomplete. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And that will keep this a 15-point game. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.